Shalom, my friends. We are learning this week in chapter 18 of the book of Genesis, Parsha Vayeira, how God, in some way, by the messengers, came to Abraham, and those messengers told Abraham that he will have a son. And Abraham, and Sarah was old, and she laughed, and after, when Isaac born, he was called Isaac. Why? Because the word tzachak, which is the root of Yitzchak, means to laugh. That is the name of the son of Abraham, which was Isaac. But in this important part in this journey of Abraham, it's important to remember that he couldn't have family. Sarah couldn't have babies. And Sarah said to Abraham before of the life of Isaac that she wanted that Abraham would have a son, would have a family actually. And that's why Hagar, which was the helper of Sarah, had family with Abraham, and they called this boy Ishmael. So sometimes people do not know that, but Ishmael, the name means Shama, may God will hear us. And that was the first son of Abraham, who our tradition teaches us that he was this was the beginning of the Arab nation, of those who were coming the descendants of Ishmael. But this was the first son of Abraham. With Sarah, he has Isaac, and God, in this Torah portion, commanded Abraham to take his Kachnaet bincha, to take his son, Et Yechidcha, the only son, Asher Afta, the one that you loved, Et Yitzchak. So God appears to Abraham and said, take your son. And one could say, which one? I have two right now. Yechidcha, the only one. But I have two. Asher Afta, the one that you really loved, which was Isaac. So even though Abraham had two sons, he loved more, supposedly, Isaac. And he was supposed to take his son to a place, to their Moriah, to be sacrificed. And as we know, the story continues that when he was about to put the knife and to kill Isaac, an angel stopped him. So, and this was the proof of faith that God needed from Abraham, that he was ready to continue the journey and to be the father of the monotheism. So this is the big test of Abraham. It's a story that we read in the High Holidays. It's a story that we are always keeping to, in our tradition, in a way of remembering that episode as a symbol of faith. May all of us will have the courage that Abraham had in order to be loyal to God, to our tradition, to our faith. And let's always not forget how important is our faith and our tradition. Some people died defending the name of God. Some people died only because they are Jewish people. But we, as the present and the future, we need to continue to remember the story, Abraham's story, and the story of all of others who try to continue our faith. Let's always remember that. Shabbat Shalom. Let's have a great week.